Our next presenter comes from beautiful British Columbia, former athletic director of Langara College and CCAA VP Finance and Administration from 2000 to 2005. She's currently the Senior Director, Athletics and Recreation at Simon Fraser University, Teresa Hansen.
Good evening, everyone. I am thrilled to be here tonight. It is always nice to catch up with old friends and colleagues and to be part of something unique and special. Congratulations to all the inductees tonight. To be honored for something you are passionate about is truly one of life's greatest blessings. And hats off to the CCAA for recognizing the value of those that have made a difference along the way. Well done. I am honored to introduce one of CCAA's greatest builders, a mighty woman who quite simply could run a small country, Diana Drury. Motivated by passion, sheer determination, and integrity, Diana's conviction for what she believes in and the standards she has set for herself and others around her was and continues to be incredibly inspiring. She has blazed a trail for women in not just sport, but in education across the country. Her accolades speak for themselves. Among them, of course, 7 Hall of Fame inductions. And she even has a building named after her. Ridiculously amazing, Diana. I believe the true measure of success for all of us in the business of collegiate sport is determined in 2 ways. Number 1, making a positive difference in the lives of our student athletes. And 2, the people you meet and the friendships you make along the way. If you can achieve those 2 things, you've done your job well. As soon as I met Diana, I knew an adventure was going to happen. And for those of you that know her, know that everything is an adventure. Who would have thought all those years ago when we met that we would be friends until forever? Multiply that by 3, because I would be remiss to not mention the 3 other partners in crime, Sandy, June, and Judy. We were the lucky ones. When we traveled, Diana and I were roomies, and June and Sandy were roomies, and of course we would ask for adjoining room. So just imagine that for a second. And then imagine Judy Smith quietly chuckling across the hall as she basked in the glory of having her own room, controlling the remote control, and actually getting some sleep. For the 4 of us, not much sleep was to be had. June had 3 kids, Sandy had twins, I had 1 daughter, and Diana, calm and cool, with iron in hand, she would iron all our clothes and put up with us trying to negotiate long distance with our husbands who were looking after the kids while we were away. And trust me when I say, there was never a dull moment. Armed with junk food, we tried to solve all the world's problems, usually between midnight and 3 a.m. There was nothing we couldn't handle. And somewhere along the way, we built a friendship. And we learned that there are some people in your life that make you laugh a little louder, smile a little bigger, and just live a little better. That was us. And even though Diana and I are no longer part of the CCAA, the bonds that we formed all those years ago are with us today and will always be a part of who we are. Diana, heartfelt congratulations on your induction to the CCAA Hall of Fame. Your numerous accolades are impressive, your career is awe-inspiring, and your friendship is priceless. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in saluting Diana Drury.
First of all, I need to thank Teresa for coming all the way from BC to do that for me. You don't know how much that means to me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. President Lee Goldie, CCAA Executive, Hall of Fame Selection Committee, Hall of Fame members, AGM athletic directors and delegates, 2016 inductees, colleagues, family, and friends. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. I'm very humbled and honored to be here this evening as one of the newest and first female inductees amongst such an illustrious group into the Canadian Colleges Athletic Association Hall of Fame as a builder. Since Sandra's call to me in February, I've been so looking forward to this event to see everyone that I've missed over the years. Growing up and being proud to be born and raised in the great sports city of Peterborough, Ontario, I was very fortunate to not only have opportunities to play sports, such as hockey, lacrosse, and softball, at both national and international levels, but to have had great coaches, mentors, who played a big role in the person that I am today. I thank those people for providing me those experiences and life lessons that cannot be taught in a classroom. Coming from an athletic family and having a supportive parents who realized the benefits and the value of sport didn't hurt either. My deceased father was a multi-sport athlete. My brother Kurt played lacrosse in the NCAA and professionally with the Guelph Storm. I told my mother Helen, fondly known and referred to as Bling Bling by my associates in the CCAA, that if shopping, which happens to be her favorite sport, was a sport, she'd be recognized in the Hall of Fame. She'd be a shoo-in. In 1986, I landed a position at St. Lawrence College in Kingston, Ontario, in the athletics department. This was my first opportunity at the age of 24 to coach at a post-secondary level. So I went crazy, coaching basketball, outdoor and indoor soccer, and volleyball, all while working. What a great job that was. I was also coaching the Queen's University women's hockey team at the time. Coaching allowed me to grow even more as a person working with and developing young athletes. This was my way of giving back, as I had felt so privileged to be given such opportunities since women coaching in the 80s and 90s were in the minority. In 1992, I was given the ultimate privilege of being the first CCAA women's soccer convener, a sport I had never played, but I loved to coach. What I witnessed over the next 14 years was what the CCAA is all about. The amazing hosts who worked tirelessly to provide the best national championship possible for the student athletes, the growth of the sport itself, the caliber of play, the parity from one end of the country to the other, the combining of the first men's and women's soccer championships in 1995 in Medicine Hat, Alberta, that witnessed the largest CCAA event and tournament with 12 teams participating and a banquet crowd of over 350 people. In 2001 to 9, I took over the role of CCAA Vice President of Programs, and I had some big shoes to fill, as June Lumsden had set the bar high. She was the one I reported to as the women's soccer convener. I continued to fill both my convening role and my VP role for the next 4 years before stepping aside, something that was very hard for me to do. My time as VP of Programs was very rewarding, as I worked with a great team of tireless national sport conveners, too many to mention, unfortunately, who I was very proud to be associated with. The CCAA was my second family and was a big reason why I continued working with the association, even when my position at St. Lawrence College was no longer in athletics. Sport, as an athlete, a coach, an administrator, and as a builder, has given me so much over the years, the opportunity to travel the world, meet the most amazing people who have become lifelong friends and mentors. It astonishes me just to see how far women's sports has evolved and the opportunities that women and female athletes and coaches have today. Who knows where the future will take us, but I do know that without many of the people in this room, a lot of these advancements would not have happened. What I love most about my volunteer work and my profession was that I was able to touch others and in their lives every day, just as my mentors did for me. I believe that what I did made a small difference, and my philosophy was, what you take up is what matters, not what you give up. In closing, and most importantly, I need to thank all of the people who have touched my life and have allowed me to pursue my passion, sport, and working with student athletes. Without you, I wouldn't be standing here today accepting this honor tonight. I wouldn't be the person that I am today who believes in providing avenues and equal opportunities for post-secondary students from all cultures and walks of life. I believe that there is nothing better than sport and being part of a team. The memories, the life lessons, the friendships, that is what life is all about. To my employers, St. Lawrence College, my former boss, Wanda Williams, thank you also, Wanda and Danita Arthurs, for nominating me for this honor, and for Queen's University for allowing me to work in a field that I'm most passionate about. To my former colleagues and athletic directors who are now great friends, we all shared the same vision in providing sport for our students at a national level that was second to none. My CCAA family over the years, Sandra Murray McDonnell, who was always there when I needed her, June Lumsden and Teresa Hansen, who were awesome mentors and PJ party roommates, Judy Smith, Glenn Ryder, Mark Kozak, Linda Stapleton, Mary Winkenweeder, Al Furchuk, Yvonne Becker, John Davidson, Michelle McConney, Linda Turcott, Dean Howie, to name a few, and in memory of Mary Mattison, Bill Dean, and soccer coach Mike Bartram. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for the laughs, the tears, and the great work we did, and for being part of my life. To my awesome friends, Donna and Don, my colleagues and friend Gloria from the Smith School of Business, Wanda and Danita, and Coach Barry Smith from St. Lawrence College, who took the time out of their busy lives to travel from Kingston tonight. Sherry, my sister-in-law, my brother Kurt, and my biggest fan and supporter, my mother and my hero, Helen Zachos Drury, for her endless love and support during all my crazy endeavors over the years. I thank you all for being here with me tonight to share and celebrate in this once-in-a-lifetime event. Lastly, I would like to congratulate all of the 2016 inductees, to the CCAA executive and the OCAA host of this year's AGM, a big thank you for your time, dedication, and devotion to this wonderful event and evening. Your work is greatly appreciated, and this honor tonight is one of my biggest highlights, one I will cherish the rest of my life, being a Hall of Fame builder in my favorite association, the CCAA. Thank you all very much for this wonderful and memorable evening.